You are clear behind, and you can start your engines at your discretion.
Well, hello and welcome back to virtuallh.com. My name is Cody, or Lufthansa 145, and it has been a hot minute. I apologize. So it's been over a year since we uploaded a video to our YouTube channel on the Fly With Me series, and the reason for that is just because of everything going on in the world with COVID. I've been working from home, not on the best internet, so it's just kind of hard to upload videos. Plus, I've had to relocate everything to my living room, and I've been working side by side with my wife, and it's just, there's not a lot of time in the day to be able to record these things anymore. But picked up a few extra minutes here tonight, home alone, so I was like, why not? Let's put one up. It's been a while. So how's everybody been? I've missed you all. Today we're doing Air Canada Flight 234. We're flying from Vancouver into Edmonton. We're just on the arrival now. We're just about to join what's known as the SQ2 arrival. Have a quick look here at the cockpit. We're just ascending through flight level 190 now. The SQ2 requires us at the waypoint SQ to be below flight level 190, so we're gonna meet that restriction. We're going to be on the ILS for runway 12 at Edmonton for the arrival today. Now the standard arrival here, I'll put the chart up really quickly on the screen. The standard arrival on Esky is below flight level 190 at Esky, and then at APKIT we're supposed to be at 220 knots at 8,000 feet. Then we join BMEG and NOSIV, and then we're supposed to continue outbound on a heading of 300, and then we'd usually get vectors in by ATC for the ILS, or if ATC is having a quiet night. And what we're going to do here is from BMEG we're actually going to join the arrival. So there's actually another chart, the ILS for 12, where you can actually see BMEG is published at 5,000 feet, my pot, and then to the arrival. So that's what the airplane's set up for. Gonna reset our altimeter here. The local pressure right now is 299.8. Not too far. Left and right, 299.8, indicating 16,500. And just approaching Esky now. So the arrival has been programmed. Esky, APKIT, BMEG, MyPot, and then the ILS. So we'll turn on the localizer, left and right landing system rather. All's good. I got this little light here. You know, you could fly by yourself countless times, and then the one time you go to record after a year, all of a sudden after departure, it's like, we're just going to trip a random cabin pressure issue and drop the mast. So, you know, life, it happens. So, what's been happening in the last year? God, there's been way too much. Virtual LH, we've expanded considerably. Like, just as the pandemic was hitting, we had hit our stride by adding Star Alliance to our lineup. So we've added so many airlines to the system. So you know, over and above the Lufthansa group of airlines that we've been offering, we're now offering pretty much most of the Star Alliance, not all of it, but most of the Star Alliance, our schedules are still frozen to February 2020 pre-pandemic to make sure that we have a full library of flights for everyone still. We haven't ripped the Band-Aid off, as it were, to basically updates to now and lose about, I'd say, probably about half the routes. The world hasn't gotten back enough yet, but it's happening kind of quickly, so hopefully at some point we will be able to do. I personally last year in the pandemic got married, so I've been married for just over a year now, and my wife and I are expecting our first baby in September, so lots of exciting things happening, lots of all sorts of things going on. And another things that have happened since I've been recording, a really good friend of mine, one of the pilots at the VA, Vias, purchased or gifted me as a wedding gift the Airbus TCA quadrant. You can actually kind of see the quadrants there, the joysticks here off screen, but well, that is a game changer. Let me tell you what, like, my flying and control over approaches has just been absolutely fantastic since I've gotten it. So just keeping an eye, we're approaching 10,000. We'll fire on the lights here in a moment, but you know what, let's just tell people to sit down anyways.
And gentlemen, as normal procedures.
Normal procedures, blah, blah, blah.
Blah.
Okay, great. Scenery, Edmonton, VATSIM Studios. I think I have a glitch with mine. I don't know if I've installed the SOD correctly or not, so there's possibly no jetways when I get down there, but we'll see what happens. But Alberta, Canada. What can I say? I'm not from Alberta, but I am a controller on the VATSIM network. I'm a fully certified, well, been instructing, but I'm going back to just a controller rating soon. And Edmonton in Alberta, the Edmonton FIR is where my home base is. So the Edmonton airport, I've controlled hundreds of hours on. Hundreds of hours on, and have a lot of good experience with this airport. So coming up to 10. I'm currently set to 8, which is the restriction at BMEG. I'm going to drop that actually down to 5 to meet the restriction of what we need to be crossing the BMEG, the BMEG transition. So BMEG at 5,000, max to 10 knots. So there's 10. Let's fire on our lights. Let me. Let's help with the side. So we're flying the beautiful Air Canada Airbus A321 today. P3D FS Labs. Now I have been doing a lot of flying in FS 2020 and Xplane 11 still, and P3D. I've used all three, or have been using all three. And to be honest, they're all good. You know, I love my FS Labs still for just the the system depth. Tolus is great, their system depth's coming along, but they're fun little things to fly in Xplane, where usually sometimes a little bit more scenery is available. And then the fly-by-wire in like 2020 is flyable. Sometimes it is like trying to drive a toaster through a car wash, but you know, that is what it is. But we use it from time to time just because I bought the sim. It's got really nice eye candy. I did the latest tour for Virtual H, the United States of Airline tour. That was all done in flight 2020, and now I've shelved the simulator for a bit. We'll wait for a couple more releases of fly-by-wire. And this exciting new A320 Felix sim, I think. I can't remember the actual name off my hand. So yeah, it'll be really cool to see, and looking forward to it. So as we turn now towards BMEG, we can see the localizer ILS stuff's all starting to come to life. We obviously won't click the button until we're starting to turn final. So yeah. So as far as recording's concerned in the channel, I'll attempt to try and do one of these hopefully once a month from now on, maybe once every 2 months. It'll be a little bit sporadic. I can't really commit to anything yet, especially with baby on the way and still working from home, so it's kind of hard to upload videos on the wireless internet that I have. But exciting news, hopefully someday, I'm on this gigantic waiting list of people for the Starlink satellite internet system, and I've actually seen some people are actually trying to stream with it, so that may become a possibilty for me soon. If I can get onto that, I will definitely try to maybe do a live stream. That's always been a goal of mine, something to try. So we're just hitting the restriction now. We should be slowing down to 220 and then 210 knots. So once we get below speed here, which looks good, speed check, flaps 1. And I pause for a moment to let the dogs in. The dogs did not want to come inside. Okay, back with our flight here. We're just approaching 5. We're going to level out. Airplane is now going to the approach mode on its own. So we have a look here. And actually, one of the things I forgot to set in the approach was that. So, perf. So we're landing flaps 3, and we are not in the approach mode yet. Why are we not in approach mode? Oh, we must be in approach mode. It's not letting me go back from there. Okay, so making the turn in now at my pot towards the Edmonton airport, which should be out in the distance here. I'll fire on lock mode. I'll fire on lock mode. Okay, apparently I will not. There we go. We'll fire on a lock mode. I'm going to hold 180 for now. Let the airplane turn. Sunset in Alberta. There's a nice farmer's field. We now have the field in sight. So, Lockstar, approach mode, autopilot 2, we'll let the localizer catch up. And once we capture the glide, we will go gear down and flaps 2. And glide superstar. This looks a nice read for this. Gear, flaps 2. Sunset right on the tail, you can see all nice. I love the sim at dusk or dawn. Always seems to be the best time in the sim. Weather right now for Edmonton, 17 degrees, winds are 120 at 7. So this is going to be an awesome approach. I love approaching runway 12 or runway 30. They're my favorite approaches here. It's a cross runway configuration at the airport, so right straight ahead we have 1230, and then we have 0220. Single taxiway operation at this airport. It's a great airport. It's fun to control. I do enjoy it. So airplane has just slammed right through the floor because I'm just not controlling the speed. So we're gonna pop that back up just for a second, just to speed this approach up.
2,000.
160. Alright, we'll make it so dramatic with the 150 for now. And we're approaching 5 miles to go. Speed check flaps 3, just to help because we're really slow right now. You know what's fun, honest to God, you fly so often, and when you're not being recorded you do everything right, but then once the camera's on you fumble just a little bit. Alright, auto brake low, all that's good, spoilers are armed. We'll just say we've been shipping the clearance to land, so we'll fire on the rest of our lights here, being the cabin. Shiny earth on this side. Shiny earth on this side. Okay, let's get some control here. Something I gotta try and work on is some sort of joystick cam, but at least you'll be able to see in my right hand control the speed. So 1000 TA only, landing no blue, manage speed. Airplane will slowly slow down. Wind is 120 at 7 as advertised, so it's just right on the nose. Everything's looking good. My airplane. diving at 1,100 feet per minute, so let's just shallow that up for a second.
500.
Of course, the runway is really dark, and there's no PAPI lights for some reason.
400.
Just live by the needle for a second, watch the end of the runway.
100 above.
Okay, back onto the glide. Don't dive the airplane, don't dive the airplane.
Minimum
Continue.
100.
Here it is. 50 over the tiles, right?
50. 40. 30. 20. Retard. 10.
Pitch.
5.
Ooh, and float. Wow, okay. Reverse. We'll just do mid-reverse. Through 80, reverser stowed, and manual braking. And we missed that exit, so I think the next exit is going to be Alpha 2. Put on a little bit of brake. And that's it, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to Edmonton International Airport. Not bad. ACARS is reporting back to me that that was a lovely minus 40.75. See, I told you, I don't know what it is with this Airbus side stick. It's just control, and it feels good, and yeah, I don't know. So spin ourselves off here. As we're exiting the runway, let's kill our strobes. We'll kill these landing lights. Put that back to taxi, turn that on, shut that off. Right near the cargo apron. So we're going to make the first left here onto Alpha, and then taxi Alpha Charlie to the ramp. So yes, that was very nice. Spin that around. I forgot to hit the on button on that. Don't tell actual Airbus pilots, they will be upset. Lovely sunset. Yep, there you have it. So yeah, like I said, it's been a very long time, and we'll try to get back onto the horse as it was. Now, the Edmonton terminal is really interesting. They call that control tower the pancake. Yeah, let's not talk about that. So I'm going to taxi and park up. I hope you enjoyed that quick little video coming back into YouTube. And from your friends at virtualh.com, my name is Cody, or Lufthansa 145. I hope to see you again next time. Cheers and all the best.